Imagine that all the solar energy Earth receives in an entire day suddenly concentrates into a single point on the planet's surface. Not soft, scattered sunlight, not the warm rays slipping through clouds, but a monstrous torrent of power, equal to trillions of industrial lasers, focused into one devastating beam. The spot of impact becomes the hottest place in the entire history of Earth. The temperature rises so fast that the air doesn't just heat up, it explodes into plasma. Water, forests, rock, everything vaporizes before it even has a chance to burn. The ground melts, boils, and then erupts upward in a fountain of liquid stone. Seen from space, this would look like a blinding flash, similar to a nuclear explosion but far more sustained and far more powerful. A shockwave expands from the impact point, instantly incinerating everything within tens of kilometers. Beyond the vaporized zone, hurricane-force winds tear through the land. Buildings are ripped from their foundations, trees snap like twigs, and anything alive is destroyed by the thermal blast. Within seconds, a colossal column of ash and gas rises into the atmosphere, on the scale of a supervolcano. But while a supervolcano might eject 1 or 2 cubic kilometers of debris, this event releases hundreds or even thousands. The sun itself would, in effect, carve a new crater into Earth, reshaping the landscape in an instant. And that is only the beginning. Because the surface received such an unimaginable surge of energy, the atmosphere becomes violently unstable. A pillar of superheated air shoots upward, creating massive vortices and storms. The local climate collapses in minutes. Fire tornadoes form as surrounding air rushes toward the impact point, heats up, spirals, and turns into towering columns of flame. On a global scale, the consequences escalate. Ash and soot rise high enough to reach the stratosphere, blocking sunlight for months. Ironically, after a moment of unimaginable brightness, the planet enters a period of darkness and cooling, a kind of solar winter triggered by the sun's own light. The oceans react even more dramatically. If the point of impact is in water, billions of tons of ocean flash vaporize instantly, creating a massive steam explosion. A gigantic crater forms, surrounded by colossal tsunami waves hundreds of meters tall. These waves race across entire oceans, crashing into coastlines within hours. What follows is destruction far greater than any meteor impact in recorded history. In the days ahead, the planet becomes shrouded in dense clouds. Global temperatures drop by several degrees. Crops fail, ecosystems collapse, and humanity faces a sudden and severe climate crisis. And all of this comes from a single moment, a single point where the sun's full energy converges. It reminds us how perfectly tuned our planet truly is. Earth receives exactly the amount of sunlight needed for life. No more, no less. Even the slightest change, and the world we know could vanish in an instant,